It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No touch.
Slot man moves right.
No touch.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
No touch.
They go play action with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles 1st down up to the 47-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run here with a rookie. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. To the right side and caught by Senate. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Shake.
Up the middle they go. Butler. And this is going to be a Commanders first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Over the middle, that's the tight end center. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clock.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Hurts. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and then get off the field.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9. To the air goes Daniels.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Daniels.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Great.
They'll look to throw here.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Don't touch that. Crowd left Yeti. Don't touch.
They'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Don't touch that. Don't touch it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
King, Bill King, Bill King. Don't touch it.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Don't touch it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Crowd left Yeti. Don't touch it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out route pass complete to Goddard. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Don't touch it.
Barkley inside handoff, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Don't touch it.
Again, it's Barkley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Let's go now.
On first down, Metcalf, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Daniels. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Butler, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Daniels looking to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Butler. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash. This from 33. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Commanders, nothing.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No touch that.
In motion left is Wilson.
No touch.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Great, set. No touch.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
No touch.
Now back to throw.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st down, it's Butler. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He finds his man, complete. That's Richards. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Sinnott.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Up the middle they go. Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
This is 2nd and 8.
Tiger swamp.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Hurts sets up to throw it. There's a short one taken in by Otten.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Throwing now is Daniels. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Butler, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. On the move past the 40. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Jalen Carter, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll find Metcalf.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt.
And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
No touch.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
63. No touch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right, set. Hey, 73. No touch.
Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
No touch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Butler. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Daniels. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Hurts. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll run on first down. Metcalf, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. To the air goes Daniels. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, Butler. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Daniels. That is caught. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Daniels looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
No touch. Hey, easy, 63, back. No touch.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
No touch it. Hey. No touch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Great, set. Crowd left, Yeti. No touch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's to his rookie wideout from Wisconsin.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
No touch it. Miami. No touch.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Second down and 8.
Great, set. 73. No touch.
They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Daniels over the middle, complete. That's Brown. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Butler, and he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it appears that way, and he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Butler, and he's got room. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Throwing now is Daniels. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Richards. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Metcalf. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jalen Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Sidney Brown with it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Great. Delta.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Great, set.
In motion right is Smith.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw here. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hurts.
Flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Silver, set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They go play action. Daniels. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. It's Butler, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Here's Daniels. He's got room at the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That'll be caught right side. It's Butler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Darius Slayton from 6 yards away. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
To the air goes Daniels.
Going right side, he finds Slayton.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally taken down at the 34. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, Butler.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
In motion, Slayton.
Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Seibert's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Intercepted by the Commanders. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They go